So we're going to get going. And yeah, do you want to start?
Sure. Welcome,
Okay.
everybody. We're gonna be talking about some simple things to focus on building business. Man, I've been working on this new thing, and I can't release it yet, but it's gonna be amazingly amazing when I do.
Don't get your hopes up.
Oh, come on. Okay. That's all I can say.
Oh dear. Anyways,
But it's
I believe in you, Randy.
Thank you.
I'm sure it would be amazing, Randy. You do amazing things.
oh dear. Guys, don't encourage him. Don't encourage him. Hear it. None of this.
Us bald guys got to stick together.
Oh dear. Yes.
Oh, Randy, go.
Okay. All right. Let's get focused here.
Yeah, let's get serious. Take over now.
So the topic that we're pretty much going to keep pointing towards is momentum. And we've all heard that before, and a lot of times the connotation has been, let's get excited, let's, get some hype going, and let's, get some momentum going. But really, momentum is just continued movement forward.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want to focus on, is just how do we, in our businesses, which is connected to our life, because we've said this a lot of times, and I've heard other leaders say this, we are not Plexus. Plexus is part of our life. And so whatever's going on in our business is also a reflection of what's going on in our personal lives. And so it's how do we create continued movement forward? That doesn't have to be fast, but it does need to mean that we're moving consistently in the right direction towards where we want to go. And so, so that's what we want to talk about tonight. And how do we do that specifically with our Plexus business? And so that's going to be our focus.
Yeah.
You want me to keep going?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to keep going. Okay. So one of the things that is kind of like my mantra or whatever, and that we actually base our business, is kind of we call it our plumb line or our measuring stick, is that we need to keep things simple and peaceful. Is it going to be difficult sometimes? Is it going to push us out of our comfort zone? Are we going to be afraid? Oh yeah. But it actually needs to remain simple and peaceful. And so one of the things that will help us to get momentum, if we feel like we're at a standstill or if we're just starting, how do we get momentum and keep things moving forward, is definitely keeping it simple and peaceful, right? Because then that's something that we can actually do and achieve. It's not overwhelming. Can it be uncomfortable? Yes, but it's actually not overwhelming. And so with Plexus, because the Plexus business model is network marketing, and network marketing means we're networking. And that means we have our own businesses and we're responsible to build our own businesses, but we do it by actually partnering with other people, linking arms, and actually duplicating our efforts. And again, the easiest way to make sure that we can duplicate what we're doing is keeping it simple, right? And so what we're actually going to just touch, we're not going to take a lot of time tonight, but what we're going to touch on is the tools that Plexus has already provided for us, as well as the new training that they've just brought out. They released it just before convention, but I know they talked about it at convention. And so what better and easier way to keep things simple and to be able to duplicate is if we use the tools that the company's providing for us. If we all are doing the same things, that's very duplicatable. Instead of us each feeling like we have to figure it out and find out how to do and find our own systems and stuff, that's not simple. That's overwhelming to me.
So what's cool is they launched some new things for us to use at convention. So it's only a few weeks old, this stuff. So, but it's amazing. Like when we started 2.5 years ago, we had none of this stuff. And man, you guys are way ahead of the game with them putting this together for everybody. So we're literally rebooting ourselves with using the tools that they've put out for us now as well. So we're doing the same thing because it's brilliant what they've done.
Well, because it comes back to duplicating, right? We can only duplicate what we're doing.
Yeah.
Duplication isn't telling other people what to do and then not doing it. That's not duplication, right? Duplication is saying, I'm doing this, you need to do this too. And then you show other people how to do that. We're just using the tools that the company's actually providing, and they are amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. So Rick and Julie, you'll be aware of some of this stuff, but we're just gonna reinforce it. So tell me, what's the new thing?
What's the new thing? The new thing. So actually, they have two things in our back office. One is the Success on Demand. If you haven't gone in and explored that in your back office, oh my word. You know what? There's a lot of resources out there. We can still pick and choose. And, you know, if there are motivational teachers or speakers that talk about leadership, you can still go after those. But Plexus has put together and compiled so much information for us. We do not need to go looking elsewhere if we don't want to. We can point our business ambassadors to their back office, and you will never run out of resources.
Yeah. So what's Success in Demand?
Success in Demand. So there are audios teaching on different topics, whether it's leadership, whether it's goal setting, just different topics like that. So there's audios, there's videos, there's articles. Every month we get access to a digital copy of the Success magazine, and on and on and on and on. There is so much information in our back office.
So if I understand that correctly, that's more for personal development stuff?
Personal development and building your business.
Okay.
And we found out from every leader, everyone who we would consider in the world, you know, we would look up and say, they're successful. That person is successful. They all say, I've never heard anyone not say that personal development isn't important.
Yeah, we do.
It's so vital.
I'm pretty old, so I do the old school. I do the old, I don't know if anybody's heard of Napoleon Hill and Dale Carnegie. Those are my two oldies.
They're from like the early 1900s.
My oldie goldies. So I love those guys.
But the principles are still the same.
But the principles, yeah. Honestly, everybody else has stolen their ideas. So,
yeah.
You know, if you want to go back to the originals, you go to those guys.
Yeah. So for personal development, go to the Success on Demand that's in our back office.
It's awesome.
The other thing that they just released is called Rank Up Roadmap. And that is going to be our system that we're going to follow. We're going to do it. Okay, you can put it down. Be like, we're gonna do it.
Saw it.
we're gonna do it, and that's what we're gonna duplicate. And Plexus has compiled such a simple system, literally a roadmap from day one on how to move and build your business.
Yeah, even I know it. That's awesome.
And so for those of us who are right at the beginning, entry level, we start at page 1. For those of us who have already been building a business, you still start at page 1 because it's reinforcing your goals, who you're going to connect with, because it's important. It says, and it talks about our action steps, because if we don't have action steps to our goals, it's just wishful thinking. It really is. We're just making wishes, because our goals need to have action steps, because that also creates momentum. We need to be engaging with our goals. And it also it has in there like accountability partner, and also who we're going to mentor, because we all have stuff. We may think, well, I don't really know too much, but there's always stuff that we know that we can share with others.
Yeah. So just to back up, does everybody know where to find this in their back office? The Rank Up, does everybody know where to find that? So if you go in your back office of your business office, and if you go, actually,
it's training. It's under training tab.
It's under the tab training, and you put your thing on there, and then it'll click on training. It'll drop down, and it'll actually say Rank Up Roadmap, and you click on there, and it takes you to this. So you can have it online, or you can literally download it to a PDF and print it out like I did. Yeah. I would suggest to print it out, because you can write in it and stuff like that, and you have it on hand. I like to have it on hand with me.
And then you can write in it.
Yeah. But so that's where you find it, in your back office.
I'm just gonna shut my phone off if we have.
And
unstable.
We should go to
that. But we've read through it, and it is amazing. Yeah. It's simply amazing. Like they've done a bang up job on this.
So when you initially, who has actually gone into their back office and taken a look at the Rank Up Roadmap? Because if you haven't, you go into the training like Randy said, and there's an initial video, kind of an introduction video. Brilliant. It's so brilliant. Because we have people even that sign up as wholesale customers. So they sign up as an ambassador, but they're not interested in the business. So they don't want business stuff shoved down their throat, right? So Plexus has even thought of that. In that video, what they're gonna do when that video, there's gonna be an initial video sent to people when they sign up as ambassadors. They even introduce it in a way where they say, you know what, there's 2 different paces that you can be an ambassador. If you just wanna be a customer, maybe you'd like to learn how just to pay for your own products.
Yeah.
If that's all you wanna do, that's brilliant. But for those of you who want to go at the second pace and actually want to build a business, this is what you want to do. So
Yeah.
that's very
That's
non-threatening, non-pressuring. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
and
it's
so,
very nice.
so how they're going to have it set up is that if you're just starting, then they're only going to show you what you need to do to reach that first level. So I know for some people, like Randy likes to see the big picture, and there are some people that like to be able to kind of look ahead and kind of really challenge themselves. But most people actually appreciate being able to kind of literally see the next step. And then they can take that next step. And so what Plexus is going to do with this program is that they only open up to you when you reach, let's say, so the first one is silver. You reach silver, which is having 3 qualified ambassadors under you. It's pretty simple.
And you get $100 bonus right off the
$100
bat.
bonus.
Bam.
And so once you reach silver, then they open up what you need to do to help you set goals to reach gold, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant.
It's awesome.
Brilliant.
It's awesome. So yeah, so now you guys know how to download it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely want to have this tattooed to you.
Yeah.
Dude.
And so one of the things that's really, really cool that goes along with the simple and peaceful kind of mantra that I have is that Plexus actually does business that way as well. And so from silver all the way ranking up to gold to diamond, which is the top rank, all you need to do is keep thinking rank silver again, rank silver again, rank silver again. And you just duplicate that with your team.
Yeah. And
so it's no big steps.
Yeah. Celeste Gwen, the double diamond highest paid person in Plexus, I actually listened to her last week. And she said the same thing. Yeah. She says, you know what? I just go silver. I just keep going silver. So, there's no big thought process going on. It's like, okay, I got 3 more people to help. Yeah. Does that, does
simple
it again.
And consistent.
And
simple and consistent.
Taking her to diamond. So it works for her.
Yeah.
Should work for me.
Yeah.
Should work for us.
And it will.
And it will. And it is.
And so awesome. Yeah. And so for us, as we said, like, we're embracing this because we know that if this is the way that the leaders have been building, then they obviously know something, right? Yeah. If they're where we want to be, they know something.
Well, and to be honest, to grow a large business network marketing, it is different than, like, say I've done a carpet cleaning business or a flooring business. They are different in the respect that I can build a flooring business, but it's limited to what I can accomplish, right? And then who I hire and stuff like that. Network marketing is different in the way you want to grow a large network because it compounds, and that's why it's different. So it's really important. It's really important, and that's a bit of a hub for me. Even reading through this, it helps you really understand the importance of duplicating yourself, because I could go and work my butt off and get 100 first level people and go at it, but that's as far as I'm going to get if I'm not duplicating.
Yeah,
but if I use this system of going silver, and then the next person I teach them to go silver, just do that. We're actually building a team of networking and duplicating. And that's the key word, though. We're learning to duplicate. So even for myself, I'm so independent. This is teaching me how to duplicate in a better, more efficient way.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant. It's actually brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? This isn't the way they've compiled it has been brilliant, but it really isn't anything new. Sheila Medina, who is the first diamond in Plexus, who is actually in our upline, she's about 4 or 5 up.
Yeah.
She was the first diamond in Plexus. And when she started with the company about 9 years ago, they only had the breast check kit, the cream, and slim. That was it. They had no training tools. They had no brochure. They had nothing. And all they didn't even really know what they were doing, but they just knew that they needed to have 3 to reach the first level. So she actually coined the phrase power of 3. She did that way back then, and that's what she's doing. And that's literally what everybody else is doing. We do not need to reinvent a new system. We simply follow this simple step-by-step system that the company has provided.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
So that's one aspect. And what's the other aspect that we want to focus on?
You tell me. Oh, I'm like, what? Okay. So,
I actually know something she doesn't.
That's
Sweet.
good teamwork.
Look at that. Teamwork. High five. There we go.
Anyways, so yeah, and this is something that for the last few weeks just been reiterating, and we're just going to keep visiting this from different angles because I'm calling it the 4 pillars, your 4 belief pillars. And really, if you have those 4 areas strong, like if you have a scale of 1 to 10, if you have those, when you have those 4 areas strong, you have a very strong foundation for a successful business.
And you can become unstoppable.
Literally unstoppable. And so those 4 areas of belief that you really want to take time, and this is something we can only do for ourselves, is to kind of take some quiet time and just search your heart with these 4 areas. And on a scale of 1 to 10, where are you? If you're brand new and you don't really know too much, you might be really low on the scale, but that's not a bad thing, because we need to know where we're at in the belief so that we can actually build that belief.
And some can come in strong too. It just depends. So what are the 4 areas?
So the 4 areas are, where is your belief when it comes to the company? On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you that Plexus is a company that is strong, that is fair, that runs their business with integrity, and that they really do make decisions on the best interest of not just them, but us?
Yeah, so repeat that in case somebody's writing that down.
Okay, so the first, babe.
Sorry.
The first pillar of belief is, what, on a scale of 1 to 10, where is your belief when it comes to the company of Plexus, right? So if it's lower on the scale, then it's a matter of finding out from people who have been in the company longer. Why do they have confidence in the company? What do they love about the company? Why are they still working with the company, right? And finding out some history about the company. And then the second area is the products, Plexus products. Are you somebody that, you know what, if somebody has a negative comment about the products, do you kind of get discouraged and maybe start second guessing? Or are you somebody that says, you know what, I know what the products have done for me. I know what the products have done for other people. And just realizing and not taking it personally, and just realizing maybe that person doesn't understand what we know about the products, or maybe the products just aren't right for them. But on a scale of 1 to 10, are you somebody that just believes that we have some of the best products on the planet?
Yeah.
And if not, you can find out about the ingredients. You can listen to testimonies. I know one of the ways I call it feeding my faith when it comes to the products is I watch video testimonies on YouTube. Oh my gosh. And just revisit some of the stories and ask whoever sponsored you or somebody else that you know that's in the company, ask them to tell you stories. Oh my gosh, any of us that have been in it for any length of time, oh my gosh, we could talk for hours just on the testimonies. So where is your belief on a scale of 1 to 10 with the products? The third area is you. Where you. How confident, how secure are you in your ability that you can do this? And I know for me, that was one of the areas that I had to get honest and realize that was holding me back. I've grown tons, you know, in the last, my journey of really growing has really been the last 15, 16 years. So I've grown tons from where I was, but I realized that was still an area where I was second guessing, or it was easy for me. I listened to something today from a leader, and I'll just describe it this way. She was doing all of the right things in her business, but at the end of the day, a majority of the time, she was feeling defeated. Her self-talk wasn't building her up. She was actually one of her worst enemies. And I think a lot of us can kind of relate to that, whether it's things that have been said to us or just life circumstances that we have just have beat us down. Yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, are you confident that you can actually do this? And I know one of the ways that has really helped me in that area has been looking at the diamond documentaries from Plexus. You can search that on YouTube, Plexus diamond documentaries. There are tons of them there. There's over 100 diamonds in Plexus at this point. And what it is, it's a short documentary that they do on their journey to diamond. And what I love and what I noticed was the difference, the wide difference of personalities, characters, in those that have reached to the top in the company. You don't need to be a superstar salesman, as I call it, anybody. And so I tell people, and I'm telling myself too, that I'm the right person. If I've chosen Plexus, I'm the right person for this. I just need to be the best version of me.
Yeah.
And that's the same for each one of you.
So what's going to help you in that area is
the personal development.
Heart, personal development. You know, build up your heart, your drive, your passion, and your determination.
Yeah.
And you build those strengths and beliefs up. And that's what's going to carry you into the winner's seat.
To help you reach your goal. Yeah, for sure. And then the fourth area is your belief in the industry of network marketing. And I realized for me that was an area that I was really struggling in. I believe in the company of Plexus, and I know that their comp plan is fair, it's peaceful. I understand it. I know that there's literally, you can measure your action, your activity, and the financial result. You can actually measure it with Plexus, and that's huge because a lot of companies you can't. So I knew that I believed in Plexus, but I was really hesitant to tell people there was network marketing. And there is nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to network marketing. You know, there's a lot of negative opinions out there because it hasn't always been done well. But to realize that me actually having kind of a weak belief in the industry because of other people's opinions was actually causing me to hold back. A lot of times I was actually holding back. And so there was something, and I've shared this a few times, and for each one of us, our aha or our light bulb moment is going to be a little bit different. But for me, we were in Winnipeg at an opportunity event that Plexus Worldwide was doing. And Keith Jackson, who, I don't know what his title is now, but he was COO of Plexus. He shared, and he just kind of, he started his talk and said, you know, the industry of network marketing, he said, name one legitimate company that doesn't sell a product or a service. Just name one, just one. One legitimate company that doesn't sell a product or a service. And you can't. You can't. I had somebody tell me the other day, oh, I'm not a salesman like you, and you know, but they're actually opening up a nail salon in their home. Guess what they're doing? They're selling services, right? But we have this mind block when it comes to network marketing because of how it hasn't been done well.
With some,
yeah, it hasn't been done well in the past, and that's why it has a negative opinion. But to realize that we actually, Plexus is doing it right. There's a phrase that the corporate has, and it says Plexus Worldwide is doing network marketing the way it should be done, could be done, but rarely is. And that's true.
That's one of true. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why we've embraced this type of company. Lisa and I have been literally looking for a network marketing company because I love the idea of it. Yeah. It's literally profit sharing. It's literally, you know, I can make a lot of money at once if I do my own thing, but that runs out. Yeah. This, it might take a little longer to build a big financial base, but once it's built, it's shared among many, and everybody wins. It's a win-win for everybody, and I love that part. It's actually really cool. I've so embraced that in the last number of months, saying this is way better than any business I've done by myself. You know, it's way better than doing flooring or carpet cleaning or whatever else, you know, that I got into. This is way better because it's leveraging your time. It's duplicating my efforts into others, and it's you're literally making a difference not just in your own life, but in the lives around you. Like, what an awesome opportunity! Like, I think it's the coolest thing ever. So when people ask me, I absolutely say I love this stuff. I love it. It's the best way to do business on the planet. Yeah, because it really is.
Yeah, and the way you know, Plexus's pay plan is actually unique. It's a kind of a hybrid of the best of some of the other ones. And for us to actually do well, for any of us to do well in Plexus, others have to be doing well. That's the only way you can actually do
Yeah.
well,
And
is by others
and
doing
you'll
well.
find cool when you go through this
Yeah.
book, you'll find out on how to rank while you need more silvers. And then if you want to rank to, say, Ruby, well, you need more golds, you know, so you're working out how many golds, and you write the names of the people down. And it's really cool. So is that,
yeah,
that's
I
pretty
think I
much
just want to,
everything
the
else?
only thing I want to, I guess, end with, we're not, as I said, we're not going to take a lot of your time tonight. I guess we just want to mention, for those of you, like, embrace this. If you want to connect with us, because we're not sure exactly, I mean, we're doing this, but if we would maybe want to have some of us connect on a regular basis that are saying, you know what, we're going to run with this, we're doing this, right? Then let's help each other, let's encourage each other, let's help each other be accountable. But I just want to end with something. I actually had posted it on Blessed with Plexus the other day, and Brad, Blessed with Plexus is our team support page on Facebook. It's a closed group, so when people sign up as ambassadors or wholesale customers, we add them to that page. So you're,
secret.
yeah, and so you're just
Secret
part of a bigger group of collective, and so you can ask questions and just, you know, be supported and stuff. So I had posted this on the page the other day, and I've heard this probably since day one in Plexus. But Alec Clark, Cal, is he the president or the CEO?
President.
He's the president. So Alec Clark is the president. And I was listening to a recording the other day, and he said, Plexus is growing with or without you. I've heard that before, but for whatever reason, that just hit me the other day.
Yeah.
Because the company is, you know what, it's not just a hype, it's actually exploding. It really, really is, especially with the new products. Yeah. It's exploding.
The new products, it's just taken on a whole nother level. It's exploding in the States right now. And as you know, in any with Canada, if you've ever been in your own businesses, States always
Trends starts there,
and it comes into Canada. Canada is always 2-3 years behind. So it's literally, Plexus is exploding in States. Guess what? That tidal wave is coming into Canada. So you want to build your establishment now, so when it really hits, we already got a good start on it. Yeah. Right.
So with that phrase, you know, that quote from him, Plexus is growing with or without you. Like, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
But we're the only ones who can choose if we're going to be with or without. And so I just kind of put on the page, I was like, I choose with, right? And it's not to base it on the speed of our momentum. Momentum is, are we consistently moving forward in the right direction? Yeah. And no comparison, because some people move very fast and others are just consistently moving forward. We just don't want to be at a standstill.
But it's to build strong. Yeah. Plexus strong. Build strong. Yeah. So I take it more of just a steady pace of building strong, even though I may tend to look like I'm hyper at times. Most of the time I'm pretty steady. Yeah. But because that's where the strength is. Yeah. When you build a strong foundation, you're just going to win. Yeah. And you will succeed. Yeah. And so I'm just going to recap quickly. Yeah. To see this and to watch that video, go into your back office, hit the training link, and go to Rank Up Roadmap. Yeah. Once you click on there, it actually first takes you to a page where you watch a video. Yeah. Watch that video. And then you can watch your first silver video achievement, how to do that. Yeah. And once you're on that silver thing, you're going to find, this is where you're going to find your resources too. Yeah. So you'll see this.
Print them off.
There's another one I recommend to print off is the Me plus 3. It's a great little chart to print out. Yeah. And then the other one would be your customers, a little bit of a customer's list. But it's not asking you to do like 200 people, which I don't like. I've never liked that. It's asking you to do simply
10.
Think of 10 people that you can connect with. And I love that because I love the simplicity of that. I can go find somebody at coffee or somewhere. One of my habits of moving forward, because we all operate differently. Lisa does a lot on Facebook. I'm more person to person. So actually, I've been intentionally wanting to go hang out at coffee shops more. And you just run into people and then you start talking. And I love that part. So for me, that's how I'm figuring out ways to move myself
to keep
a little bit forward, right?
Yeah, keep moving forward.
So it's cool.
Awesome. Yeah. So again, let's keep it simple. Let's actually either stay in momentum, keep moving forward, or let's actually jumpstart into momentum. But that's only going to happen with consistency, and consistency is easier to continue when something is simple to follow. So let's use the tools the company has. Let's do this. We are in business for ourselves, but we're not by ourselves. There are parts that we can only do for ourselves. But there's other parts that we can actually be an encouragement and link arms. So for those of you who are just like, let's do this, well, let's do this.
Oh yeah, it's just simply working through the process now.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Anybody got any comments or any? It's good to see everybody from different parts of the country.
Yeah, it's great.
Tora, you and Brenda were in the roadmap, right?
Yes.
In the back, yeah.
I saw the video. It was
Okay.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, it was exciting.
Cool. Well, hi, Brendan. Nice to meet you. So, Rick and Julie, do you have an aha moment you'd like to share from your trip? Well, Rick, are you still there?
We're still here.
There you are.
Yeah, sorry, our internet connection is unstable.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yes, Vegas is hot. What we got out of Vegas is there are a lot of fierce women in this company.
Yes. Oh, you guys froze.
The fact that there's women supporting women, it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not something that's happened in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I was really impressed by our new Canadian manager.
Nice. Yeah.
Who is female.
Yeah.
Marketing has been there in our shoes, done what we are doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She seems very supportive, very knowledgeable, wanting to work with her Canadians, willing to talk about anything that we think we need.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Is very exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, it was very cool.
What they're getting first, this Lexi thing. Yeah, what's coming is
that
really
personal
exciting.
assistant. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was looking into that.
That's kind of exciting to get to know what that is.
I know.
I was trying to figure out if we could hack into it, but we
No,
can't.
babe. No.
I actually tried to download already, and we can't.
No. Let's follow the rules.
Well,
Anyways, we're
well,
almost out of time.
Jake and I, we're working on something.
No, you're not.
We only know that secret page.
He's lying. He's lying.
You're always working on something.
Always something. Anyways, well, it was awesome to hang out with you all. Message us if you have any questions. We really just want to be an encouragement and support to you guys. We're always available to do one-on-one Zooms or with you and a few other people. We're just learning right alongside you guys, and so let's learn together and grow together for sure. Yeah, and just ending off with you know what what they've added, this Akkermansia microbiome and this XOS, man. I've been studying this stuff, looking it up on YouTube and just watching doctors and people talk about this. It is mind-blowing. You know, like it is absolutely mind-blowing, and that's actually what I'm working on. I'm studying a lot of that, and I'm writing some things. But I'm also, it has a lot to do with your gut. Now, how many people know when we're talking about gut health, do you know what we're actually talking about? It's not just our stomach, right? It's actually your intestines. That's your gut health. So when they're talking gut health, it's your intestines mostly. And so you have a sick gut, you have a sick body. So what this microbiome and all this new stuff is doing, it is just nailing this part. And I'm telling you, people are responding like crazy already to the effects of the added stuff that they put in the products. And even I'm noticing it. But man, we are going to dominate the market in gut health. Like I'm just serious. Like we've got something amazing at this moment. And I'm already looking at. I'm already checking out. You know, guys that have, you know, because it helps with bloatiness, right? So I was talking to bikers yesterday, and we're talking about that,
And so they're all.
So do your research. There's
Do-
lots on,
yeah.
on YouTube. Google it.
Yep.
But we're almost out of time.
Yeah, we're almost out of time. But you know what? It'll
Another subject for another
Yeah,
time.
another subject, but it'll build your confidence like crazy in
Yeah.
this new stuff.
In the products in the company.
Like it'll blow your mind. So, anyways,
Awesome.
we're done.
We love you guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day.
Yeah,
Stay
thank
tuned.
you. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Good to see you. And we are